Hello guys. So I forgot to record upon entering, but I am currently at high tea. So we are painting. Mine is upside down right now. But here's some of the other people's. And then we're gonna do flower arrangements. Look how cute. And so after we're done painting, we're going to go over and have some treats and some tea, which, you know, is the point. Hi, tea.
Lemon pasta salad.
Okay, so I finished painting my vase over. I have it upside down because I like to paint the bottom of my canvas. I don't love it. I'm going to have to let it dry and then clean up the edges, but whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. Art is subjective, right? These are the girls. This is Danny. That's Bram, my sissy. We're at high tea. Look at this. How cute. How cute is that? Oh, yes. Little arrangements. Oh, yes. Okay, cucumber one first. This is really good. This is cute. They have like actual like tea, like plates and stuff. Like this is like you don't see these no more. Like people don't have these. No, they don't. These are like somebody's grandma, great grandma. Yeah, like grandma's. Mommy's got a really nice shiny set. She did. So we finished part of the tea. We had our chicken salad sandwiches on croissants. We had cucumber sandwiches, egg salad sandwiches, pasta salad, and fruit. Very, very cute. I finished my art piece. I think she turned out pretty good, all things considered. You know, maybe I'm not just good at crochet. Wait, I gotta do my pinky. I love that. Leave it to me.
We only have, who do we have? We have Michelle Obama. We have Michelle Obama and Freddie Mercury, I think.
Thank you. I'm wearing my tee. So it is Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. I normally work at home, but today I picked up to work in person. And we're getting it right now. I'm really tired. Had a really good time yesterday at the high tea, and then my friends and I went out for drinks afterwards. I only had one drink because I knew I had to work today. But there it is. I'm still feeling pretty tired. I'm packing lunch right now. I do intermittent fasting, so I don't really eat breakfast at home.
Here comes a car on the road. It's a car on the road.
So my breakfast is actually going to be a protein coffee. I use protein shake and some instant espresso, pour it in. And then I'm also going to make another little, my friend calls it her beauty drink. So maybe I'll just call it that just to make it simple. I'm using some of this Kirschchild liquid collagen here. And I also have some chlorophyll drops. Because they have calories, I can't start drinking them until I break my fast later, which is going to be around 10 a.m. So I just am going to get everything prepped to take with me to work, so I'll have it ready. So I just added my collagen to my cup. And now I'm going to add this chlorophyll. It's weird though, the container, it says to take half a milliliter. But you can't tell from this dropper being so dark what half a milliliter or half of a dropper is. So I pretty much just do the whole thing. The taste of this is not so great. It kind of has like a minty taste and it tastes like grass. but the collagen tastes like mango. So together, they're not so bad, and I usually add some kind of water enhancer. Today I'm going to use one of these zero sugar Margaritaville flavor packs, variety packs. I'm going to use the strawberry daiquiri. It sounds like alcohol in name only. So I'm packing my lunch bag. I am bringing a project to work on. This is my tea that I showed you guys the other day. In healthcare, we're pretty busy, but there's always a little bit of downtime, well, most days, in between patients where I can kind of get a little stitching done. So I bring it with me just in case the opportunity arises, but I'm not too upset if it's too busy for me to do it because obviously I'm there to do a job. So anywho, I will see you guys later. I'm at work, I'm 2 hours in. Finally time to break my fast. Thank goodness, I'm starving. I'm gonna start with my little protein coffee. It's just got instant espresso and a protein shake. I'm gonna add some ice now that I'm at work because I didn't want it to get dilute. I realized that I didn't show you guys the progress that I'd already made on my shirt before working today. So I'm gonna show like where I am now and then where I am at the end of the shift to see how much I'm able to get done. That's gonna gauge like how busy it is. So here she is, coming together. Got this side, and then I just finished the V-neck portion, and so now it's coming up to the other shoulder. I think you do the back pattern, the back panel, seam it together, and then you do a ruffle bottom and a ruffle sleeves. The ruffles is why I picked this pattern, so if I don't do them, then it would be kind of silly. That's the progress so far. Right now I am in, how many rows? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm 10 rows into finishing the V on the opposite side. So at the end of the shift, I'll come back and let you guys know how many rows I'm able to get done. Good morning. Today is Sunday, May 10th. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. So yesterday at work, it got pretty busy. So I didn't get to do a whole lot of stitching, and I didn't get to come back and show you guys what I did. I didn't get that much done, and I didn't do any more work when I came home last night because I was really tired. So, oops. I was able to do 8 rows at work yesterday on the other side of the V. I did enough to now start the shoulder. So I think when I checked in with you guys before, I had done 10 rows. It was 18 rows per the pattern before starting the shoulder. So I did get some done. I'll probably get a little bit more done later today while the kids are napping. And then I also, hold on, sweetie pie, I'm busy. Then I wanted to show you guys my little flower arrangement that I made on Friday. So that was like my little Mother's Day getaway. So today, you know, I'm back in the trenches with the kiddos because my husband's had some things that he needs to do around the house. So Friday was my day to just kind of get out and get away and do something fun with my friends. And I love the way this turned out. I'm actually going to hang it in here. All right, sweetie pie, what did you want? Okay, so this is my outfit of the day. I've had these pants for a little bit, but I got this top from Halara. And I put these earrings on that I got from a vendor market recently. I think they're super cute. Can you see? So my Mother's Day gifts. My littlest baby from daycare. They sent home this cute little poem and a flower made out of his cutouts of his hands and feet. I thought that was super cute. And then the little poem talks about how he's my garden and that I feed him and nurture him and give him sunshine so that he can flourish. It's like a summary of it. Super cute. And then my toddler, he did this one for Mother's Day where they ask him what my name is, what my favorite color is. But what trips me out is that they asked how old I was. And the boy told him I'm 56. I mean, his dad is in his 50s, so maybe he just figured we were the same age. I am not 56. I am 39. I am but a child. And then it says, my mama's superpower is working. So I guess he thinks I work a lot. But I work from home now, so hopefully that perspective will change. And then it has like this little bouquet of flowers. Looks like that he made these little flowers. It's got his name on the back of them. And then they put them together and attached it to here in a little bouquet. I absolutely love it. I'm going to hang it somewhere in this office too. All right, so I promised the kids that we would go to Cracker Barrel for breakfast. So I'm going to go and do that. And I'll come and check back in with you guys when I have a chance to work on my tea some more. Good morning. It is now Monday, May 11th, the day after Mother's Day. So I worked on my tea a little. I'm getting close to finishing the front panel. I just have to finish doing the shoulder seam. I think it's a total of 18 rows and I am 3 rows in. So I'm going to see if I can try to finish doing that today and maybe also start on the back panel. It's a lofty goal because I am working from home today. And I also had to keep my youngest baby home because he had pink eye. Right now he's napping. And he usually naps a pretty long time. I'm 2 to 3 hours. But right now I have a few moments of peace with him sleeping. So I'm going to sip on my coffee and work on this tea. And then I'll come back and show you guys my progress. Hey, so it is the end of my workday. It's 8 p.m. I only have 2 more rows to be done with this part of the shoulder. And I have this much yarn left. I think it might just be enough to complete the 2 rows. I mean, it's no big deal. I do have 3 more skeins. I actually already caked up the next one, and I have it here on this. I think this is called a Yarn Genie. It's pretty cool. Let's see. There we go. So you just kind of stick it there with a magnet, and then it sways back and forth, and then you can just pull the yarn. I'm actually going to go to the gym right now, get my workout on. I'm still in the beginning stages of this workout journey, so it's really hard to get motivated to go. So when I get back home, I'm going to shower, and then I'm going to get back to this and work on it until I go to bed. So I'll probably come back and show you guys my progress in the morning. Hey guys, so today is Thursday, May 14th. This guy's 13 months old today, but it hasn't been a great day because he has a double ear infection. He's been crying most of the day, and he's not that kind of kid that just cries all the time for nothing. So it's been a little bit of a rough day for Mama. Also, he kind of just wants to be in my arms all the time, which I understand. So I am working it out. So anywho, I took a break from my tea and I started making this hat. My cousin who's having the baby, I finished the blanket and I am going to send it to her ahead of her baby shower next week because I'm not going to be able to make it. Her sister is the one that asked me for this hat, and I figured if I'm shipping the blanket, I can just ship the hat too, and then I won't have to try to get it to her separately. So I figured, let me just pause the tea, jump on making this hat. So this is Rosanda Lee's bucket ruffle hat. I made it once before. It's cute, and now I'm using just a different color of Red Heart Bitty stripes. It's pretty cute so far. So I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on.
I did it.
What did you do?
I'm galloping.
Oh, you're galloping. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, I'm back. So today is Saturday, May 16th. I'm still working on this hat. So what happened actually was that I finished it, or at least I thought I had. And when I tried it on, it didn't fit right. And I realized that I ended up skipping 2 rows in the pattern. So you do your increases and then it tells you to size down the hook. to do a few rows so that you can kind of get the hat to form instead of it just being like looking like a toupee. And so I only did 1 round of those instead of the 3 that I was supposed to. So I ended up having to take out the whole ruffle and wind it back up and then start again. So I actually ended up adding 1 extra round than what they suggested, just to give the hat, like make the hat a little deeper, and then started the ruffles. So it's okay. Sometimes you gotta frog and then start over. I'm gonna try to ship this hat along with the blankets on Monday so that it can arrive in time for the baby shower, which is on Saturday. So I will check back in. I'll show you guys the completed hat, and then I'll show you my progress on the t-shirt. I finished the hat, finally. I just have to weave in the ends. I'm going to do that now. So this hat takes a lot of yarn. So I use the Red Heart Super Saver Biddy Stripes here in the color Dawn. And this skein has 515 yards, 10 ounces. And so this hat took about 7 ounces of this yarn. This is what I have left. All right. It looks like it's a decent sized cake, but I mean, I guess technically it is because it's probably, don't make me do math. Probably about 200 yards, maybe less than 200 yards. But yeah, this one took 70% of that skein of yarn. So I don't even know if this is enough left to even make a, maybe I can make a standard beanie, but I definitely can't make 2 of these with 1 skein. And this is a larger skein, so that was a little surprising. But I digress. I'm finally done. The ruffles are intense. Like, I got done with like the main portion of the hat in like an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half. But then doing these ruffles was like another hour and a half. Man, rough. Especially since I had to take it out and then start over again. So I don't love how long it takes, but I do love the finished product. It looks really cute. So I'm just doing the invisible join here at the end of the hat and then kind of weaving it in on the inside here. Now I can finally get back to doing my tea. Hello guys. Today is Monday. It's May 18th. Look at me knowing the date. I'm just sitting here crocheting in my bed. Need a little change of scenery. I just put the kids down for a nap. My littlest one is still not feeling great. He's been on his antibiotic for 4 whole days and he's still very whiny, very clingy. I suspect that the antibiotic isn't working. So when he wakes up from his nap, I'm going to have to take him in to be seen again to see if the ears are improving. Because if they aren't, we're going to have to switch antibiotics. I feel bad. I know he's uncomfortable, but I feel bad for me too. Because when I tell you Mama hasn't gotten a moment's rest since he got sick, ah man, it's been a lot. So that's why I'm crocheting in my bed right now so that I have the option, should the mood strike, to take a nap while they're napping. I probably won't. I didn't have my coffee until very recently, and it's just starting to kick in. So I don't think that I'll feel like napping. So I'm just stitching away on this Black Party tee. I've gotten to the back panel. I'm actually really impressed with this pattern. When I first read it, I was a little intimidated by it. Because making items from just reading the pattern and not having any kind of video tutorial support is still kind of new to me. I've only done it a couple times, maybe like 3 or 4 times. And when I was reading this and I saw some of like the terminology, I was like, what do they mean? But I read the whole pattern through. I highlighted my size, and I'm just taking my time, and I'm surprisingly following along pretty well. So I like the construction of this. It's it's work from side to side and then like all in one piece. So I'm like super impressed with the idea. I think it's kind of brilliant. So I'm gonna keep working on it and I'll show you guys how that is coming along. I'm hoping to finish it by, what's today? I already said today was Monday. By next week. By the time you guys see this video, you will have already seen, hopefully, my Costa Rica video. I just recorded it yesterday, detailing everything start to finish, how I heard about it, booking, how the itinerary worked, with some pictures, some videos. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you haven't watched it already, please go back and give that a gander. It should be pretty good. All right, talk to you guys later. I'm not looking my best right now because it's really hot in my house. I picked the wrong day to bake bread because my AC isn't working and I had to have the oven on. So that's why I have this little bit of a sheen. But I couldn't resist showing you guys my bread that I made. Excuse my unwashed dishes. I'm going to get to it, but just came out of the oven. This is just a basic white bread. Last week I made 2 different batches of honey wheat bread. Those turned out really good. Now I'm trying just the white bread. I want to try different varieties. I don't love sourdough, so I don't know if I'm going to try to make any. Maybe a focaccia, which I know starts with the sourdough. Maybe that might make it worth it to me. But anywho, it's Me Made May still, so that doesn't only account for crochet. I made this bread, so I thought it was worth mentioning. All right, I'll see you guys later. Hello, good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 20th. I am just sitting at home on my couch crocheting a little bit. I am off today, yay! I still took the kids to daycare though because sometimes mama just needs a day, you know what I mean? So this morning I dropped them off and I went and made a return at Walmart. I've been waiting to do that for like 2 weeks, it feels like. I've just been driving around with this bag in my car waiting to have time to return it. I have a pretty packed day, but mostly packed with fun stuff. So right now I'm gonna head out in a couple minutes to go to the post office. I'm finally gonna ship that blanket that I made for my cousin. The baby shower is this Saturday. I won't be able to make it. I'm really sad about that, but my husband actually has something to do. So if I went, I would have to take all 3 kids with me. And my 2 littles, you know, they will turn up at the drop of a dime. And so if I'm there by myself, I just don't think that I can handle it. So I had to send my apologies that I won't be able to make it. So after I drop off the blanket at the post office, I'm going to go to the nail salon and get a nice little pedicure. Then I'm going to take myself to the movies to see The Sheep's Detective. So I saw in the yarning community, there's a few people who went to see the premiere, and it was a whole event. There was yarn kits that were provided. They were crocheting and knitting during the show, and I had a serious case of FOMO. I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have gone to that. So you know what? I'm just going to create the experience for myself. I'm going to go see the movie. I'm going to bring my crochet with me. If it's not too dark, I'll crochet. If it is, I'll just watch. And after the movie, I'm going to meet my friends for lunch. There's a new Korean barbecue place in our town that opened up. So we're going to go check them out. Once we're done with that, I guess it'll probably be about 2 o'clock, 2:30. I typically pick the kids up at 4, but I may pick them up early today if they're awake from their nap. Because I always feel a little bit guilty when I take them to daycare on my off days. Just because, you know, I do enjoy spending time with them. But we all know having kids, especially small kids, can be a lot of work. And so I try not to let myself feel too guilty about taking time for myself, because I do a lot with them. You know, of course I take care of their basic necessities, but I also try to take them places, show them new experiences, just like get them out of the house so that they can have some joy. So I try not to feel guilty about finding my own joy, right? So anywho, I'm going to pack up because I actually intended to already be gone. Go to the post office, go to the nail salon, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, change of plan. I went to the nail salon, and even though it's so early, they already had a lot of people there, and they told me I had to wait 30 minutes. And I didn't want to miss my movie, so I actually ended up getting a call from my friend who I'm going to lunch with later, and we're meeting for coffee instead. So I'm going to go do that. That's Cameron. Hey! Look how cute. They have tons of very unique sandwiches and salads and lattes and whatnot. I ordered the Hungry Hiker. We're sharing it. It's got turkey, Munster cheese, avocado, and garlic aioli. And then this is my Samoa iced latte. I use almond milk because I'm trying to cut calories, but it is delicious. Anywho, just filling you guys in. Hey, so I just finished the movie. It's super cute. I really, really enjoyed it. I am now at K Barbecue and Hotspot. My friends are already inside waiting for me, so I'm gonna go and try it out. I've never done Korean barbecue before, so this should be fun. Oh, this is cute.
Ding dong! The robot is coming! I didn't see you at the gym. I didn't see you at the gym. Yeah, I Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. This is your table. Enjoy your meal and make sure to eat one for me, okay?
Okay, so just finished eating. Food was really good. I'm stuffed. I didn't realize it was all you can eat. Interesting. So now we're at the nail salon. It's really cute in here. I made an appointment, but I'm late, so I'm waiting a little bit. 2 minutes? Yeah, sure. No problem. Look how cute this place is. I just love it. I feel like I need a nap. I ate way too much food. But, anywho, it's been a nice day. After I leave here, I'm gonna pick up the littles, and then I'm gonna take my 2 oldest kids to this annual Literacy Day festival thing that's happening in town. Should be pretty cute. So it's been a long time since I checked in. Today is Sunday, May 24th. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. I have finished a good portion of this Block Party tee. I actually just seamed it together. I'm just using stitch markers here to hold the top together. It's really cute, but I think it's a little bit larger than I planned for. I went with a size 9, which is about a 43-inch bust, even though at the time my bust, when I started it, measured around 45, but I was thinking, okay, when I block it, it should be fine. But I find that it's kind of bigger than I'd hoped. And since I'm on a weight loss journey, I didn't want to start with it being too big because then it's only going to get bigger still. So what I think I'm going to do, take it off and then I'll show you guys. I do not want to start over, but I think that if I, oh, sorry, where are we? Okay. I think that if I turn it to the back, take out the whole shoulder, and then just take out maybe about 3 inches worth of rows, and then do the shoulder again, I'll be making the back panel a little bit smaller than the front, and then have the seam kind of like join it together at the seams, and hopefully that'll kind of take it in a little bit. I think I might be more conservative with it. Only take out, instead of doing 4 inches, I'll do 3, and then be prepared to steam block it if I don't want it to grow anymore. Anywho, I'm going to try to see if I can get correct for the size and then get the rest of it done within the next like 2 or 3 days. I'm just ready to work on something new, and I want to show you guys something new. So I will come back and let you know how those adjustments work out, and then come back to show you the finished project. Okay? Okay guys, I'm back. It's Tuesday now, And I did take a few rows out of the back of this shirt, and I'm glad I did. I actually measured about 2 inches, which ended up being, well, it was a little less than 2 inches. I took out 6 rows in the back, and then I seamed it again, and now it's not quite as big on the sides here. So I think that was a good call. Don't clown me for this, okay? I haven't seamed the shoulders yet. That's my next step. I'm gonna seam the shoulders, do the lace. I actually decided, I don't know if you guys have seen the Block Party tee, but you have the option to do a straight sleeve and a straight bottom, or a ruffle sleeve and a ruffle bottom. I'm actually gonna do the straight sleeve, but do the ruffle / peplum bottom, because the sleeves were a little too frilly for me. But I want all the frills down here to kind of distract from the tummy area. But this is how she's looking so far. Once I add the ruffles at the bottom, that's going to give it more length. And then once I steam block it, I'll be able to block it to the dimensions that I'm looking for. Hoping to be able to post this video by tomorrow, but I'm not going to be able to get enough done to finish this. So I'm going to instead post on Thursday and hope that I can come back and show you guys a finished tee. At least a finished tee pre-blocking. I don't know that I'll have time to finish it and block it and let it dry by Thursday, but hopefully you guys can at least see an unblocked finished tee. So I will come back when I have that done. All right. Hey guys, I'm taking a break from regularly scheduled programming. I am at a book club meeting. Super cute. So we are going to discuss our book, of course. We read 2 books for this month, and we are doing floral arrangements. How cute is that? I'm going to show you. Okay, so everybody gets to pick, I guess, 6 blooms, 6 flowers from, oh, that's perfect. Sorry. From here, that's my sissy. Hey, Bree. That's my sister-in-law. Hey, Lex. So everybody gets to pick their flowers. You got the vases right here. And we're essentially at a brewery. So there will be refreshments served, but if you want drinks, you just kind of pay for your own drinks, which is cool. I mean, it's a Wednesday. No, what is today? Tuesday. I feel like I never know the day. So it's a Tuesday, so I won't be getting too much to drink, but a little something, maybe. But look how beautiful this place is. So they have some outdoor seating here. It's been a long time since I've had a chance to come here. So this is just the back room. All these tables here are reserved for book club members. And I'll show you guys the front area as well. So I haven't been to book club in like well over a year. That's when I was pregnant with my youngest, who's now 1, and it was like Christmas time. So this is like Christmas of 24. So long time. All right, so I will come back on when we start the festivities. I've eaten. I made my flower arrangement. Here she is. Super cute. Hold on. It's everyone else's arrangements. So now we are choosing our book for next month's book club. I'm choosing book number 4. It's called Burnout. It sounds like what I need to learn about. The topic is self-discovery. So all of these are kind of more like a self-help kind of style of book, I guess. So we got The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, Wintering by Catherine May, We Can Do Hard Things by Glennon Doyle, but I think I've read that one already. Burnout by Emily and Amelia Nagasi, Poems and Prayers by Matthew McConaughey, and then You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. So for me, it would be first choice Burnout, second choice You Are a Badass. Right now, book number 1 is winning. It doesn't sound bad. The little blurb says, a perfect anchor for this theme. It explores the what-ifs of life and the discovery that the life you have is often the one worth living, which I think is good in this day and age. Like, we are very social media focused. We see other people kind of living their lives, and we wish to have what they have instead of appreciating what we have. So I do think that it is, a good read. So if that one wins, I won't be too sad. Thank you, my dear. Anyway, I'll let you guys know which book we choose. Hey guys, so today is Saturday, May 30th. I am finally in the home stretch with this tea. So I have finished doing the neckline. I did a round of single crochet and then a round of slip stitches. Finished the sleeves. The pattern called for 4 rows, but I did 10 because I wanted to make a little bit of a longer sleeve there. And now I am on the bottom. I'm doing the ruffle style bottom. The pattern pretty much says that you can do this until you feel comfortable with the length. I'm going to aim for 10 rows to match the sleeve length, and then I'll try it on, and if I still want it to be a little bit longer, then I'll continue. Turns out I have plenty of yarn left. So this is the cake that I'm working with now. It's almost gone, but then I have a whole other cake here. So I should still have plenty of yarn left. In fact, I'll have to figure out what I can do with the remainder because it's going to be way more than what I would call a scrap yarn. So maybe I'll try to make like a little belt or something that I can kind of weave through my pants when I wear this to kind of be matchy. I don't know. I'll decide that later. But anywho, I will come back and show you guys when it's finished. I don't know if I'll have time to block it before posting this video. But if I don't, I'll make sure that I post a before and after blocking video on my page so that you guys can see the completely finished look. Anywho, I am working from home today. I've already seen 9 patients. So while it's a little bit slow right now, I'm gonna finish watching Elise Rose crochet latest video while I stitch away. In the kitchen, I have my next loaf of bread already started. I don't know if I told you guys, I'm now baking bread. I've been doing oatmeal honey bread. I'm not a big sourdough person, so I don't know if I will venture into sourdough. For right now, my family is enjoying the honey oatmeal bread that I've been making. So I have my 2 cups of boiling water with my 1 cup of oats and my honey sitting. You have to let that sit for an hour so that the oats can soften, and then continue on the rest of the recipe. So I'm going to stitch away until I have to go and check on the bread, and I will come back with updates. Hey there. So she is done. This is the block party tee. So I made some modifications. As I mentioned before, I added more rows to the sleeve to give it a little bit of a longer sleeve. And I ended up adding a total of 13 rows to the bottom. So I did 12 rows of what the pattern suggested, where you do a double crochet, chain 1. But then at the bottom row, I left out the chain 1s to kind of flatten it out a little bit. It was kind of sticking out quite a bit, and I wanted it to like lay downward a little bit. So I really enjoyed making this. I learned a lot of new techniques, very well written pattern. One, I think that I probably needed to size my hook down from a 2.75 to a 2.5. I did do gauge watching in the beginning, but I didn't gauge until I met gauge. I just kind of guessed. So I started with the 3.75 hook that the pattern originally suggested, and then I went down to, I think, a 3.25 hook, and I still didn't meet gauge. And so I just kind of said, well, you know what? I think 2.75 will do it. And so I just started. I should have gauge swatched with the 2.75 to see that it was still going to make it a little bit bigger. I think had I done that, I wouldn't have had to remove the rows in the back panel to get to a slimmer look. I think that even with removing the rows, it's still a little bit bigger than I would have liked. There's some bunching here under the armpits, and it's a little bit wider than I like at the bottom. But that being said, I have not blocked it yet. I think I'm going to go with steam blocking. it's mostly wool, and I don't want it to grow too much because I already think that it is a little bit bigger than I like. So I'm just going to steam it to kind of relax the stitches and see if the bottom kind of lays a little bit better, and maybe I'll like it a whole lot better after that. Let's see, anything else? Nope, that's it. Those are the two things that I think I could have done better. I think the pattern is great. I think I'd like to make it again, maybe with some different yarn, probably solid color. And this time I'd do the the gauge swatching correctly, so that I don't have to have any misgivings. But that being said, I think it's still lovely. I'm definitely going to wear it. I contemplated maybe taking out the bottom and doing the straight one, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll just, plan to make it again, and just make whatever modifications to that one, to see if I get a better result. But anywho, thank you guys so much for sticking it out with me to the end to see the reveal. Once I block it, I will kind of post a little before and after blocking video just so you guys can see the complete finished look. I still have some ends to weave in here. But I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to call this video a wrap. Thanks again so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know if there's any other things you'd like to see me make. If you have any pattern suggestions for me, really anything. Okay. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.